That's the wrong intro, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm upset, but now you'll see what this passion made of me. No disrespect, respectfully, but the Maze Madman's been set free.
Good evening, good people. It is I, the Maze Madman. I apologize for being so late. I forgot that I changed the time from 8 to 7. Blame me. I arrived on super CP time. It's 7:34 now. I apologize. Apologies to me, or from me to you. M3 out here trying to edge the viewers. You know it. It's exactly what I was doing, except I wasn't. This was absolutely an accident. But shout out to Kinetic who hit me up, let me know that, hey, you're supposed to be on the joint. And thank you all for arriving BlueTube live, ladies and gentlemen. We got some things to talk about. It's a call-in show, which means it's open to all of you, which means I'll drop the link in the chat. We missed the Eminem Monday show this week. Apologies again for that. We'll be right back. In fact, next week we're doubling up because Eminem Monday, and then if you're a member, which you should be, you can catch us on the Avengers Assemble show right after that. So anyway, without any further ado, get to the callers. Kinetic is here. Kinetic, what's good?
It's good, man. Yeah, I've been sitting backstage waiting for you. I wasn't trying to bother you or nothing. I tried to call one time and the call didn't go through, so I was like, I'll just give him time. But yeah, I'm here, man. I'm hyped. Let's do it.
No, man. Yeah, I was in the middle of playing Call of Duty. That's what I was doing. I was not even thinking about the show at the time. But thank you for the call because you came through. You saved the day. We got some people with us. My guy, your guy, Dub Q is here. Juju, of course, is here. Thunder Redmond. Timothy is here, ladies and gentlemen. Buffs and all. And of course, Lich Max, my man the reason you got this new intro. Lich Max, how you guys feeling? I think Westcott just
and I put in the chat, like, hey, in the chat, let us know what you think of the new intro and the song.
Absolutely, yeah. New intro, new song, custom song, by the way, custom song. We got that's an artist that you guys don't even know. You will never know.
I'm getting WWE vibes, bro. You give me Def Rebel.
I mean, that was my thought. That was my thought when I was doing it. I was listening to it. I was like, this would be dope as an M3 entrance
if you need me to,
I'm already I can already tell, bro.
The cream rises to the top. Anyway, shout out to Lich Max for that, man. I appreciate that. Also, during the season, Lich Max will be joining us for some live, actually every live, I believe, not on Eminem. What are we?
But did y'all know that
our rivals? So what we talked about with Lich Max is basically he's going to come on and correct the things that we did the previous week that were wrong. So like he's gonna review the show that we had, and he's gonna come on. If anybody ever watched PTI, Part of the Interruption, Lich Max is gonna be our own stat board.
Right. When Tony Reale would be like, "Oh, this is what you got right. This is what you got wrong." He'll also be on live. Yeah. We're gonna give him a segment.
So basically, whenever Garrison's on, I'm gonna fact check everything he says.
There you go.
I don't know who Tony Reale is, but I know Stat Boy.
I know Tony Reale. I know Stat Boy. Yeah, shout out to that. All right, but look, you see the marquee here. College football 26, ladies and gentlemen. Michigan has another cover athlete on. Another college football game. Actually, you're right. They have two. They brought back an OG in my guy Shoelace and freshman, making breaking records, by the way.
I think at this point we could probably call him what he actually is probably going to be. True freshman.
See behind me.
True freshman. Right.
You can see behind me. If you zoom in, you can see Bryce right there and Denard right there.
Right. Denard is looking like a fullback, but that's neither here nor there. Shout out to Denard, legend, by the way, at Michigan. But
our rivals,
Bryce,
they just got the perfect gift. Our rivals.
They're upset. They're gonna stay upset. By the way,
for multiple reasons, we'll go over why they're upset today.
Absolutely, Bryce will become the first
other rivals.
Maze, do you want me to run through the new features for people that might not have seen it yet?
No, we'll get to that in a sec. Right. But Bryce becomes the first and only person who's never took a snap, right? Outside of a coach. I guess a coach could be on the cover. But he's a true freshman. He's on the cover of the biggest college football, the only really college football game in the world. Michigan again, setting the standard. Marmar is joining us.
What up, Marmar?
To be clear, we don't know for sure if he's going to be a true freshman. So I think a correct way of saying it would be prospective true freshman, because we don't know yet.
Well, that's talking about. He is a true freshman right now.
Well, no, he's saying he don't know if he's gonna take a red shirt. Which he won't be taking a red shirt. But
we know that. But to be factual,
absolutely. That boy already stopped boying. Let's go. Juju, how you feeling, man?
Good. How y'all doing?
What up, Juju?
Feeling good. Marmar is in the building. Marmar, how you feeling?
I think Marmar just exited the building.
He did just exit a building. Marmar, I saw you jump in the.
I was yelling at you to get in the show.
Hey man, I was knee deep in murdering people. That's my bad.
Hey, they just came out with this class on there, bro. We gotta play it.
Oh, that's a fact.
On Warzone. Hey, it's called Class. You gonna like it.
We definitely.
I'm sorry. Hey, what up, though? What up, though, peoples?
Mama, what up, though?
Hey, since we got the big Momrowski out here, I believe he has something going on, doesn't he?
Oh, if you're talking about the
GoFundMe?
Yeah. Right. The funeral tomorrow, man.
Yeah, I ain't ready to see my mans like that, bro. That's not how I left him, bro.
I know, man.
I'm not trying to see him like that.
Max for bringing us down, but
I was just trying to. I thought he was still trying to raise money, so I was trying to help plug his GoFundMe.
Yeah.
What? By the way, where is your GoFundMe right now?
It's already. I talked to you. I already told you what they were trying to do already, May. So on their side of the family and trying to do all that extra stuff. But I'm good. The funeral director told me it was paid off in there. You know what I'm saying? And the GoFundMe was just to pay off the loan. So I appreciate everybody helping pay off the loan. I threw the $500 in there. I don't care. It was all for the Lord, man.
No doubt.
I ain't trying to come up here and make the move wrong. Just, nobody know what I'm feeling right now.
Good, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody.
You're good. Absolutely. Just trying to help.
Yes,
no, you good, Lich.
Yeah. All right. So let's jump into this. Kinetic. What are all of the features of this newest college football 2020?
So I'm gonna go through this real quick now. Now understand that this is coming from multiple sources. Like not there's not been a single source that's given all of them. So if I repeat a thing or two, I apologize. But I know one of the biggest things that some people are gonna love it, some people are gonna hate it, is the stadium pulse is going to be brutal. If you thought it was bad in the last one, it's gonna be a lot worse. So they want to give you the effect of basically being at the games and at the stadiums, right? So they've enhanced the stadium pulse for when you're playing on the road. It's going to have more camera shaking. It's going to have clock distortion. So I don't know if this means that it's going to, like, the time is going to be off, or it might say that there's 6 seconds left.
What you just say?
Clock distortion.
Oh yeah, y'all.
So here's the thing. I don't know what that means. If that means that it's going to be like if it shows 10 seconds and it's like 2 seconds left, or if it's going to be like visually like it's warping it and you can't see it. I don't know yet, but that's going to be brutal. Then it's got some new stats that you have on your players called confidence and composure, and that's going to be what your players use to counteract the stadium environment.
Right.
It's going to be present and enhanced in rivalry games, playoff games, and high stakes matchups of games of the week.
Hold on, Kinetic, because we gotta hit them with the juiciness. The biggest thing that I wanted, and I'm sure other people wanted.
Hey, I know what he's about to say too. I think I know what he's about to say.
Cross-play in Dynasty mode. Right now, I have to run downstairs where I'm at right now if I want to join my Xbox, Dynasty. If I want to play,
you can throw the Xbox out Dynasty.
Now. Well, no, that's not happening.
Good news. Good news.
If I want to play my PlayStation Dynasty, I got to run upstairs and in the main TV and play that Dynasty, which I'm usually playing late at night because everybody's asleep. But now I can just come down here in the peace and quiet of the Maze Madman den here and play Dynasty against whoever has the game. Yep. So that's a plus.
And so the leagues that we're in, the leagues that we have on my server, they're going to go crossplay. We're going to be bringing people in. It's going to be fun. Lich and Max can now compete with us in our dynasties. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, I mean, you guys can try to compete with them.
Yeah. So another thing. So, and I was talking to Lich and Max on the phone this morning when they revealed this. They said they have over 300 real life coaches in the game.
Right.
There's only 136 FBS schools this year. So I mentioned to Lich and Max on the phone. I said, I wonder if that means they're going to have coordinators. Well, Michigan tweeted out, in fact, that our coaches are in the game, and it listed Jerome Moore, Chip Lindsey, Wink Martindale. So coordinators are in the game, including Wink and Chip.
That's what we have confirmation of thus far.
Yep. And Harbaugh too. Former coach.
We'll have to create Harbaugh.
Harbaugh is in Madden.
Right, he is in Madden. But so one of the other big things is they've got dynamic lighting. You're going to see a lot of the light shows at night games, and Michigan Stadium is going to have theirs. All of them are going to have it, but they also have dynamic lighting in the way that the light changes throughout the game as the day goes on. Shadows and stuff are going to be more realistic, and they've got drone light shows now in the stadium for during the. I don't know if it's just going to be during the entrances or what, but they have drones doing different light shows.
That's dope.
Also, speaking of entrances and the music, they also added in a lot of most of the school songs that were missing.
Yep.
From the previous game.
Enter Sandman and Mr. Brightside, all of them.
For those who like to play Virginia Tech, Enter Sandman's in the game, and we also got Mr. Brightside for Michigan.
Yeah, a lot of new music. So one of the other. Yeah, there's something going on with whose mic is that? That's Brett's mic.
Yeah,
Brett, it sounds like you're talking on walkie, bro.
You gotta turn the volume down on the podcast, bro.
We gotta mute Brett.
But no. So I was gonna say there's a lot of stuff that they added like that. So the light shows, they've got over 160 new school specific chants. The recruits have dynamic deal breakers, so their deal breakers will change over time and based on what happens at the school. They can commit and decommit now, and the transfer portal is much expanded with what they're doing with the transfer portal. As if you make your own plays or playbooks, they have over almost 3,000 new plays, 2,700 plus new plays currently.
Here's an example of what he was talking about. The coaches in the game, Sharon Moore, and as you can see, offensive and defensive coordinator Chip Lindsey and Wink Martindale will both be in the game. So shout out to that.
Yep. But yeah, it's just it's a lot of stuff. Road to Glory. If you're a Road to Glory player, they have really focused on Road to Glory. You start in high school. They have actual like real high schools in the game, big time high schools. IMGs in there. There's a bunch of them that are in there.
Is Bellevue in there?
I haven't seen anything that confirms they're in there, but maybe. With Bryce being on the cover, you never know. But yeah, so you start in high school, you go from high school to college. The way that you get your offers and where you commit to, there's all like storylines and in depth. You have the hat ceremony, and then it's going to be connected to the new Madden, where you can then load that character into superstar mode on Madden and continue all the way through your career. Now, I have seen, I haven't been able to really confirm it, but I have seen from multiple pretty trustworthy sources that they still are not going to have the feature that we used to have where you could export draft classes to Madden. Still waiting on like for sure confirmation on that, but it looks like we don't have that yet. But
no doubt.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I just seen little snippets of the video. I seen little snippets of the video. Why they got Bryce doing Ohio State like that?
Hey,
that wasn't no that wasn't no hey Kinetic. That wasn't no accident. That was on purpose.
Oh yeah, but it's funny, dude on Twitter's already crying about it. He cried about the whole thing from the trailer last year. Ohio's Taint, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's on Twitter already crying about it because Bryce was spinning and breaking a tackle from Kenyatta Jackson.
That's what I was telling y'all this morning. That's why.
Don't be mad, man. You can't be mad. Bryce is him.
Hey, but for sure, what they can't, they may not be able to be mad, but I can definitely say they're allowed to set.
So another thing that they brought back, if people remember the old NCAA games, is the trophy room. Yeah. And you're going to be able to display and show off trophies that you get in Dynasty, Road to Glory, Road to the College Football Playoffs online.
Right here
and they're going to have something, some kind of new mode with classic rivalry games in Play Now. So you're going to be able to collect trophies from all of those and show them off.
So they not bringing back Heisman? The Heisman? They're not bringing that back?
What do you mean?
The Heisman mode.
Heisman mode? I don't know what you're talking about. Look right there.
They used to have a They used to have a Heisman mode,
Yeah.
I don't remember it. It's too long, too far back.
It's all good. So look, bottom line is this. Everybody's excited. We're excited for a new college football 26. I'm most excited about crossplay in Dynasty. Now I don't have to buy the game twice. Now I can just play on one console and bust ass like I've been doing. So there's that.
Hey, and big ups to Maze. Since the last time y'all saw him on here, won his first national championship in one of our leagues. That was with your Arkansas State, right?
Arkansas State.
Arkansas State to the national championship.
What?
Okay,
Maze.
I was like,
Maze, lift that belt up. Lift the belt up. You got to lift it. Yeah, you got to. Yeah, there you go.
Talk to me nice.
Yeah, talk to him nice.
Thank you. Hey, and Dub Q was there during my heartbreak from the previous season.
Bro, yeah,
when I had beat that dude back-to-back weeks. By the way, Garber beat him back-to-back weeks. We get to the playoffs, and I lose that game. I was pissed off.
So wait a minute, did y'all play?
But let's not talk about the fact that you got. Hold on.
Yeah. So look, we played the last game of the regular season, then we played in the conference championship game, and then we played first round of the playoffs.
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
Disgusting work.
Hey, but don't let him talk about how he backed his way into the national championship with my team, where we had to run the game 3 times. One of the times, it literally was 0-0-0 on the clock of game time, and we got disconnected from the server and had to run it back.
That's a fact. And I lost the game.
I had you beat twice, and then we ran it back again, and you won.
Wait. Oh, you did win that fast track.
Yeah. Because we simmed it to the fourth quarter. But yeah, so he won the Natty, but there's a little bit of a question mark there.
Nah, man. Listen, we won it fair and square.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you, Maze. That sounds like that sounds asterisk worthy.
We don't do asterisks. The NCAA said I won that fair and square. Right? Nah. But it was a good time, and it's a good league. By the way, if you are part of the first of all, join that Discord.
Has seen.
Hold on, Tim. Hold on.
No. Go ahead, Tim.
Now, yesterday, you might have not had, well, had seen my little short yesterday. Me and my student council, the members, we got invited to go see the Tigers. And nice. We had a great time.
Did they win?
They had the around beginning of the fifth ending, but they were down by 3. And that same ending, they scored. They came back and won by 1 point.
Very nice. Shout out to the Indians, man. We're playing the Indians. Listen to me. First of all, that team doesn't even exist anymore. Get
out of here with that Ohio State stuff.
Shout out to the Tigers, man.
And they are ranked number 1 in their conference.
Hey, can I piggyback off of that?
Go ahead,
I don't think people realize with the Detroit Tigers who is their manager. AJ Hinch was a World Series manager. That's a good hire. Yeah, they can bang. Hey, they can bang on. They can bang on cans and give off signals. It's okay. They were still cracking shit. Shit.
Hey, yeah, they balling right now, bro.
A shady call.
They still can't beat Cleveland.
There was some cheating.
Yeah. Hey, Juju, they gotta beat Cleveland.
They just
Indians.
Cleveland, bro.
Yeah, you gotta beat the Indians. I don't call them.
It's not the Indians, bro.
I call them. I'm not conformed, so they the Indians, and you still got to
don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm doing that.
Don't do it.
It's definitely the Guardians, bro. This ain't Major League 1 or 2. It's the Guardians.
And you wouldn't appreciate it if it was a team called the Detroit. You know what? It's the Guardians. Right.
But did you?
Hey,
did you hear that?
Chicago Blackhawks said they weren't changing their name. Period.
Oh no,
but Blackhawks is all right.
The Seminoles, they try to make the Seminoles say that they ain't changing. They ain't going.
Hey, they stick it through. They definitely not going. They said take it in blood.
They said I'm standing on 10 toes.
The Bucks are 2-hit wonders. Got hit with 2 losses with their best team ever.
Hey, I'll be right back.
No doubt.
Did you hear the NBC? They're gonna be hosting the Michigan rivals, but Penn State against the Oregon Ducks in their whiteout game.
No, I didn't, but that's good. Good for them. But Tim, what are you doing with this Penn State background, man?
Yeah, I'm not feeling it, bro.
What's you going on, here, Thunder Redmond, and
that man said,
You gotta
shout out to Tim.
Get out of here, bro.
Shout out to Bishop FDR. How you feeling, man? First time calling up?
Yeah, coming up, man. Coming out of Oklahoma. So
Oklahoma. All right.
Yeah.
You a Michigan fan?
No, I just dropped by.
Okay. No. It's all good. It's all good. We play week 2.
Oh man, don't remind me.
Okay. But listen. So we sit here and talk about this all the time. We speculate, but give us the Oklahoma fan perspective of how you're feeling about your team and how you're feeling about that week 2 game with Michigan. Give us
it's gonna be a 7:30.
Hold on, Tim. Let him give the Oklahoma fan perspective.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate y'all letting me come up. The simple fact is we come from the same blue collar work, so it's going to be a dogfight. And I know right now we're in the laboratory and we're just working on that iron sharpers iron. So we just want an opportunity to see if we gotten better since this last year because it was left a bad taste in our mouth. So
no doubt. You guys got a big win towards the end of that season, man. You beat the brakes off Alabama. So you got that to build on, and also you were missing 5 receivers. Was it last year? Like everybody was in the infirmary for y'all last year. So
hey, bro, we talking about a squeegee board and duct tape and some super glue.
Right.
But no, the one thing you could always count on is that no matter what we have, we'll just bring our best, and if it's good enough, it's good enough. It's just like what we saw at Alabama. Nobody gave us a chance, but hey, sometimes you just gotta go for what you know, and you gotta go through that fire test. So hey, but we're looking forward to this year because the truth of the matter is we got a lot of new parts, and we have no idea of how it's going to be put together. We trust in the process, but the one thing we hang our hat on, just like you guys, is defense.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. And you guys got Brett Venables.
Yeah,
came from Clemson with a defensive mindset. The defense wasn't that great last year, but again, well, actually, your defense was pretty decent last year, especially against Alabama. But absolutely, man, we probably will be breaking in a true freshman quarterback during that game, depending on what goes on. And we just got another thing we wanted to talk about, the Michigan schedule. That game is going to be a night game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I just want to point out that elite teams play night games.
Bro.
Yeah. Juju, I know Juju got something to say about this. Juju, Michigan, especially if Bryce is the quarterback week 2, going into Norman at night, hostile environment. What's your feels for that?
I kind of already figured it was gonna be a night game.
Because Fox isn't in control, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the scenery. I actually might be at that game, so it'll be nice to go to Norman and see the lights and shit. What they got popping over there. But as far as the game, like I said, that we all know the defense is going to travel. That defense is going to be what it is. We got the best kicker in the nation. I think those two things are solidified. I love where we're at. If we, bro, like I keep saying, the offense has got to be functional, dog. Like,
right.
New OC, no matter where you look, it's a new starting quarterback. So
absolutely,
we know Bryce is no start though, bro.
I mean, Mateer does have the experience, the college football experience, but he doesn't have the top level competition experience.
Look,
so how much does that factor in with Bryce?
He's a great quarterback.
Extremely talented, but it'll be a second start. So
I mean, look, we've seen quarterbacks like Mateer. I'm not noticing towards him playing in the conference he did. I don't think he's seen a defense like he's gonna play.
Yeah.
I think my biggest question to them is probably our biggest question is the offensive line. Their offensive line was not good last year.
All right, real quick.
That's the interesting thing.
Hold on, Kinetic, real quick. Dom is out here flexing on us, bro.
Yeah,
he's on a beach. Is that ice cream you're eating?
That was some ice cream, and then you see the palm trees there, man. Palm trees over there for you too.
Nice. Way to flex on the rest of us.
Guys, I'm sorry, I can't stay. I'm posted to kick it with Johnny Olash and TJ. I'm sorry.
Johnny Olden, no doubt, man. Go ahead. We're gonna hop off here in a second.
Tell him we said what's up.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, Maze, I saw those game time starts. I mean, back-to-back week, 7:30 prime time.
That's what elite teams do.
I like it.
Hey, bro, I just told y'all like the week before that I hate night games.
Right.
No, we particularly don't play well night, but I do like the back-to-back because I don't want to flip schedules the next week.
Right.
I like it at the same time. I mean, we already know like this whole we're prepping for OU, bro. We're gonna smack the shit out of.
That's what I was gonna say. New Mexico should just be a
bro. We can roll out there with Davis Warren and win,
bro. I wouldn't settle for that one night game, but 2 back-to-backs is gonna kill me. It's gonna kill my.
I won't go too far.
But hey, so with the
look, man, you know what, bro? That is a high school team, bro.
No, I'm messing with you.
So to what Juju was saying though, and with Bishop here. I mean, it's kind of interesting when you look at the parallels and similarities with Michigan and Oklahoma. Our weaknesses last year were wide receivers, right?
Yeah.
Offensive line for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
And now our defense was a little suspect.
Bro. Don't bypass quarterback.
Hold on.
Because we had a quarterback.
Yeah, well, no, I know, but both of us have fixed the quarterback issue. Right. So I'm talking about taking the parallels from last season into this game. Our defense stepped up the second half of the season, and Venables is known for his defense. So it's interesting how there's sort of a mirror there with the issues for our team. What do you guys think of that?
Whatever. Look, I'm not no betting man, bro. But if I am, I'm taking the under to whatever the fuck it is. That is going to be a low scoring game, bro. It's gonna be a boring ass. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a boring ass game.
Gonna be another 13-10.
Like you got, like you said, new quarterback, obviously same OC coming over, right. But you got to break that in with the receivers. The O line last year struggled for them. They picked up probably the best running back out of the portal.
Yeah, but then they lost Sawchuk. So
either way, they picked up. They don't have a duo, but they have a probably top 3 back in the nation, bro. He's ridiculous.
Is he better than Justice Haynes though?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. But yeah, so right now you give the edge towards them. A quarterback is experienced. I mean, he's a dog, and running back as a room, I think as a duo, I'm a lean towards us. Wide receivers up in there. I don't really know. Offensive line is up in there. Don't really fucking know. Yeah, and then we both hang our hat on defense. But I do think
that's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying though, like the similarities there.
No, that's what I keep saying.
But you know what though? Sounds like a great game to have the best kicker in the country.
That's why I said that earlier today on Twitter, bro. Like, it sounds like great time to have the best kicker in the nation when you have a freshman quarterback.
No doubt.
Well, and a big salute to our boy coming from our land and being your head coach.
Mort, right?
Yeah, big salute.
We didn't even talk about that. It's gonna be a real game.
So like I've mentioned this before. Like the fact that Sharon can put his learning tree under Bob Stoops and Jim Harbaugh and what was the guy from Louisville?
Bobby Petrino?
Yeah, Petrino. Think about that, man.
Yeah.
Like, could there be a better trio of mentors to have learned from to go into coaching?
Oh, yeah. Well,
I don't know, Kinetic. I mean, some people might say, well, if he was under Ryan Day or Urban Meyer or Jim Tressel, that might be a better coaching tree. So I couldn't resist.
Oh, my God.
Look, bro.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's gonna be a tough environment, bro. We go there week 2.
Based on how you're feeling today, what do you think the score is? For the week 2 game?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm thinking 9-7.
Damn it! We going back to prehistoric times, right?
So y'all are scoring a touchdown, and we're getting 3 kicks with our kicker. Gotcha.
Right. I think it's gonna be like a 2017 type game. 21-15.
That's not too bad.
Low scoring, bro.
The only reason that's me being messy, but the truth of the matter is both offenses still have to prove it on the field. They haven't even played together. So it just depends on who can work through all the kinks and make sure they're firing on all cylinders. And you might be right. It might come down to kicking. It really might come down to kicking.
No,
do y'all got a good kicker too, or no?
Yeah, we got a decent kicker, but we would like to have yours.
I'm
Michigan wins 4-2.
Hey, can we get an over under on if they're gonna crash the wagon that comes out?
Jesus Christ.
Hey.
I just think, bro, the offensive line comparison.
That's not a wagon.
That's what's going to win the game, in my opinion.
That
offensive line, which
a boomer
had
schooner.
3
My bad.
and shit last year. Bro.
Hey, man.
3.
Yeah,
I mean, this is a possibility.
Yeah.
But we didn't have time to gel either last year. That's my question.
Yeah.
Is like, you have 3 injuries last year. You're going to get them back, I think, this year.
Yeah.
So how are they going to gel? The only thing I like with our offensive line is that they were average last year, but they get a whole nother year to gel. Almost all of them are back.
So look, I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way. Goj is a fan of that vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus, but shout out to him. He says 20-3, young quarterback will disappoint. And I don't think we talked about it's a possibility that Bryce can flame out in this game, right? 20-3 is harsh, though. What do y'all think?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know about
I think that is. I don't think that's fair. I really don't think that's fair. And as far
our
as
run game's gonna be good, bro.
that the thing is, it's like Moore has the opportunity to work with the offensive line this year. He did not have that last year. We've been through that a million times. I think we're going to see a more cohesive offensive line. That's going to be the key. And in the defense, I'm saying
everyone is sleeping on his defense, bro.
Yeah.
Because we lost the big pieces. It's like you have no idea. Like we won by the back half of that schedule, the depth pieces that were on that field to win the big games. Bro, come on.
I got to check out, Maze. I just wanted to.
I was gonna say you're an asshole. The sun, these waves.
Man, you need to book airfare for October 11th.
You're right.
And then you can come out too. California, man.
Look at this. This is disgusting.
I love you guys, man. Take care.
Have a good one.
Take it easy,
interesting. That Garrison score, because I kind of have a similar score of Texas.
This is a possibility too, man. I think a score around this right here is probably the most realistic. I got it. Like, I'm not gonna give my score. We got a prediction show coming up.
Listen, that goal score. 2 words: wishful thinking. don't come up. Look,
hey, GT.
Might lose, but I don't think we're gonna get ran out the gym, bro. I'm not predicting 100% a win, but nah, come on, bro. Zavada scores the only points is I don't.
Yeah, bro. We upgraded in every area on offense, bro. If you
but look, man, I'm just trying to, playing devil's advocate here. Let's play some devil's advocate.
No, of course. I'm just saying we're not scoring no fucking 3 points, bro.
3 points is crazy. Listen, I think we can muster more than 3, but let's say it's a couple,
that defense, bro.
Let's say we drive down the field and Bryce throws a couple red zone interceptions, right? That takes the points off the board. That's the thing, right?
Of course.
Red zone turnovers, like it could get to a point. Now, granted, I don't even feel comfortable putting this out into the atmosphere, right?
See, you like me.
But I'm just saying, it can happen.
Hey, but Sharon ain't no dummy. Like you've seen when we throw a pick, he ain't afraid to take that fucking ball out your hands. We gonna run that ball, bro. To see, that's why I'm not worried. Like to be pass happy or fall in love with his talent and the eye candy, or we have to do this, have to do that. No, we've shown already with JJ. Like we gonna take the ball out your hands if you make a mistake.
Definitely.
I also think that we can't. I don't want to get early, anxious early, right? If Bryce goes out and makes an early mistake, I don't think they should, necessarily put the clamps on him or take it. The worst thing to do is probably take him out of the game and replace him. But he's gonna make like I think Kinetic brought this up a couple weeks ago. He's gonna make mistakes, bro. He's a freshman quarterback. Even if he wasn't a freshman quarterback, senior quarterbacks make mistakes.
I do think if we win the game, which I do think we can win that game. Obviously, there's not a game on that schedule I don't think we can win.
Right.
But I think we win that game. That defense has to have at least 1 turnover.
Right.
100%. You have to help a young quarterback out.
Hey, shout out to Wolverine great Steve Preston on NFL Network right now.
Shout out to Steve Preston. Steve Preston was the man. I used to love Steve Preston.
Yeah.
And then we got a delusional guy here.
This man is bro. Hold on, bro. This man Michael is like the definition of like a fucking stepchild, bro.
The biggest troll.
This man wanna be in the light so bad, bro.
So bad. He's like Burks. And shout out. And by the way, I'm sorry because I said I wouldn't even mention him. But shout out to him, man. We see you, Burks.
God damn, bro.
That's a good time.
Should have seen what Burks got on Darren's service last night.
If you come out there, make sure y'all stop by the tailgate. We got y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right?
That's what's up, man.
Hey, I want to ask though, because I'm planning.
Don't be a stranger. Come,
hey, Bishop, for real. Listen, the week before the game, come back on here and let people know, because I know there are a lot of people coming down there. Let people know where to find you for the tailgate before the game. Y'all can go and just have a good time. I want to
ask though, what's a good place? Because if I do plan on going, what's a good place out there to eat?
To eat?
Yeah.
We got Papa Do's. We got the Joe Crab Shack. What type of food do you like?
Like dine in type shit.
That's what I'm talking. I'm giving you. We got. Let me see what else you got around there. You got Papa Do's. You got Joe Crab Shack. You got Seafood Party. You have Red Lobster. You have Creme Brulee. Is that's a Creole cooking with gumbo and all.
I heard a lot about that. I ain't gonna lie. I've heard a lot about that one.
And so it's just a matter of what your taste, and everything is real centrally located. So definitely, man. And then of course OKC is about 30 minutes away, and they got indoor river rafting. So,
that's what's up. Hey, Bishop, be sure to subscribe to the channel, man. Come back, man. We expect to see you back here.
I already did. Hey, much respect. And anytime y'all want to come over, Hall of Fame Mafia family is where we stay, man. More than welcome.
Yes, sir.
All right, then. Thank you again. And, hey, Sharon is putting down work out there like we always knew he would. And we know we're just going to have to buckle up our chin strap and take our etc. Because that game is going to be
a dog fight, bro.
Right. Absolutely. I wish you the worst of luck that night, but best of luck after every other one. All right.
So,
shout out to Bishop, man.
Hey, all these recommendations, Juju, you better not end up at Whataburger. That's all I know.
Hell no. Hell no.
Hey, listen. I didn't want to say it while Bishop was here, but bro, I'm not trusting the seafood in landlocked states, bro.
Hey, look, I don't even tap into seafood, bro. Shrimp, the only thing you're getting out of me, bro.
Listen, I learned that lesson when I first started going on the road with the music stuff. We were down in Florida all the time, and that was the first time I ever had gator tail. Right, it's great. I tried that in some other state. I don't even remember that. That was the worst popcorn chicken I ever had. It was I never seen such a difference, type of food from one location to another.
Hey, don't order the gator in Indiana, bro.
Yo, shout out to my guy B Dub, man. 6 months a member. We appreciate you, sir. Blue Wolverine is the man. Yeah, man. So let's get into the schedule real quick. They dropped the times of 5 games today. 2 of them are played at 3:30. 2 of them played at 7:30, and then of course we know noon kickoff for the game.
We tried to move it to a night game, but Ohio State blocked it.
Is that real?
No.
Oh, all right.
I would believe.
First of all, they should probably never move that to a night game.
Yeah,
especially now that both stadiums are selling.
There's too much anxiety about that game. Get that shit out of the way, bro.
Bro, do you know
I need to know what type of day I'm gonna have after that.
Kickoff? When we played in 06?
Oh, word.
Bro, I was at Jackson Gill. People had their kids in there. Like, first of all, you got your kids at the sports bar. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. Because I mean, cursing, you got your kids in the sports bar. You leave. I'm not leaving.
That's crazy,
Why should I change my name? He's the one that sucks.
I'm not gonna lie though. I do like the time. Like I already said, the 7:30 times back to back. I do like that, so they can get the rhythm of that.
Right.
And the one I do like, bro, the 3:30 game in Nebraska. I love that time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do like.
I like the
time.
3:30 time with Wisconsin. It's beautiful.
Oh, I didn't see that one. All I seen the Nebraska one. Oh, I like that time. I like that time.
But no, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think I want to change the. I couldn't take that 3 hours of waiting for the game. It was tough.
Right.
So give me that noon, bro. I just wait. I wake up at like 11:50 because
I already don't sleep well the night before, bro.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting up right before the game. Give me that 10 minutes. Let me watch game day and get the pick, and then to get the game. I don't need no more extra time.
Man. So let me ask Juju. Did you play college football 25?
No, I didn't.
All right, and in Dub Q, we know we've been trying to get you to get up.
Bro, no, I'm actually playing. I'm just not online. I'm playing Road to Glory. I have Bryce Underwood.
Bro. I ain't played the game in a minute, bro. I'm gonna come out of retirement when GTA 6 comes.
We need to get y'all. We need to get y'all in the leagues though.
I will know. I'll be there. I'll be there for 26.
All right. Listen, we've been thinking about. We was talking about obviously. Oh, and that's what I was gonna say. Join the Discord. Join the Maze Madman Discord. But also, if you play these games, join the Kinetic Discord. As you know now it's cross play. We're gonna be getting some nice a nice bit of people in there. We're gonna be talking about this more on Monday for people that are really interested. We talked about maybe a YouTuber league. But certainly there'll be other leagues in there for y'all to join.
We're mulling around the idea of a league for the viewers in our community, for our show, Johnny's show, TJ and John. Like potentially, if there's enough interest, then you might be able to convince me to run one for y'all.
This guy, bro.
Bro, did y'all see Oregon's playing a 9 a.m. game, bro?
Hey, listen, by the way, which they should. I'm not even mad at it.
They got Northwestern
I want those West Coast teams to play that big noon kickoff. USC and Oregon play big noon at 9 a.m. I hope they play. I want to play them at 9 a.m. Michigan should play a big noon kickoff against USC at 9 a.m.
I was
their
crying,
time. 9 a.m. their time, of course.
Wait a minute, did we play them noon when we played them?
We played 3:30.
Okay, it was 3:30. All right.
Right.
He said that. Hey, mate, what overall? I don't think we talked about this. What overall do you think Bryce is gonna be? He was talking about he should be 87.
He said that's crazy. Nah, I like it. Bro.
You look at ours.
Y'all too.
No. Hey, 87 makes sense for him because they had what was it? Arch Manning and Nico.
He's literally in the
before they started their first games, they were rated 87 and 88.
I want y'all to stop this. All right. A true freshman Bryce Underwood who has not snapped the football in this. No,
Nico and Arch Manning hadn't started a game either, and they were 88.
No. I didn't say started. Snapped. Took a snap in college. All right. Should not be an 87. You said Nico was a what?
He was an 87. No, he was an 87.
Listen, Bryce,
they dropped him.
If you're watching this, please feel
no. I agree. I'm just asking, like, what overall do you think?
I don't mean any malice in this. You shouldn't be an 87 to start the game. Right?
I think it's fair.
That's right. Because you should be an 89, Bryce.
I mean, listen. Arch Manning had not started any game other than the spring game for Texas, and he was an 88. Just because he was Arch Manning.
So what do you think his rating should be?
I'm with him. I think 87 sounds good.
I'll take an 87 for real.
Bro, look at me for real. Look at me in my eyes, bro. Y'all think Bryce Underwood again? Let me say it slower for y'all. Bryce Underwood, who's never taken a collegiate snap, right?
Hey, look, I'm right there with you.
Was playing high school football last season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Earlier this year. Should be an 87 on the college football game.
And I'll say this. In Dynasty mode, I have gotten true freshmen that have come in at 86 and like 84, 85, 86. And Bryce is the highest profile true freshman quarterback, the only quarterback to go number one prospect from bell to bell. So if they already have set the bar at 86, yeah, he should be 87.
Look, I would be shocked, absolutely shocked if he's not in the 80s. Because let's look. He deserves all the hype, and I think he's gonna be great. But let's not sit here and act like he would be on the cover if he was at LSU.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Listen.
Well, that's because LSU is a poverty program. So.
M3, you look me in
bro,
my
we literally have a dev
okay?
that is connected to Michigan.
Look me in my block. Listen, y'all. Hold on. This is the reason Burks hates us.
No, God.
Bro. Look, if I'm gonna jump out the window for any player,
yo,
it's gonna be Bryce Underwood. Okay,
Burks hates us because he's a closet Buckeye. That's what it is.
Bro. I've been a Bryce truther from the beginning.
Look,
Bryce truther.
Like, bro, he did, like I said, bro, he deserves it, bro. He deserves all the hype, but let's not act like we don't have connections.
85 to 88, man.
I agree. I think that's I think 85 to 88. That's right.
That's why I think he's gonna be at 80s because the Devs is connected to Michigan, bro.
Number one prospect out of high school is 72. 72. I do feel like 72 is low.
Yeah, that's what
72 is disrespectful, bro.
No. I've literally gotten 86 overall true freshmen out of high school in the game in our leagues.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, we'll see. You might have to walk this back now, Maze, because if he come out and he on fire, you like, oh man, I always said he should have.
See, here's what it is. Here's what it is. Maze knows that I'm going to end up at Michigan in one of our leagues, and he's going to have to play against Bryce, and he don't want that. He don't want that smoke of an 87 overall Bryce.
Yeah, but I'm
not, bro.
Lie,
that is the furthest thing from the truth. If Bryce is, I just don't want. I don't want people to. First of all, if he is an 87, right? The expectation of the fandom. Let's start there.
Right.
It's gonna be right where it is already.
Exactly.
No, bro. It's gonna be if it can.
The casual fan
possible,
got it.
It's gonna be even higher somehow. They are gonna expect this man to levitate on the football field. He's got to fly to the end zone, literally.
But I think people gotta limit their expectations for this year. I think we're gonna have a decent passing game and a good run game.
Limit your expectation. Dom said, "Please don't pick on." I'm not. Last year, I did say that the Wolverines were going undefeated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not proud of it. I actually going through the schedule. I talked myself into it because before we said it, I was like, "Yo, we're not going undefeated." But when I was looking at the schedule, and then I was listening to our coaches lie to me. Right, look me into the windows of my soul and lied to me about the quarterback position. I was like, you know what, we can do it. We can do it. And I obviously lied to myself because somebody lied to me.
I ain't gonna lie, Maze. If you did that last year with this schedule, there is, like I said, there is not a fucking game that we can't win on that schedule, bro.
I'm with you. I do think we can win every game on the schedule. Right, just at a glance, right, without seeing anybody, without seeing Michigan in a real football game, I feel like they can beat everybody on the schedule.
There's not one. Even last year, I looked at it, I was like, bro, Texas probably lost. Like off rip. This year,
I'm not gonna hold you. For me, it was Oregon.
I did not see that shit.
I knew they was gonna have the horses to be able. We lost too much on defense to beat Oregon last year.
Maze, you know X's AI thing, Grok.
Right. Yeah.
Did you see Grok cook Spiro in a fact check thing?
I did not.
I just sent it. I just sent the screenshot to your inbox on X.
Yo,
this motherfucker's taking it to the woodshed, waiting for June 6th.
Come on, bro.
God.
Come on, son. Hold on,
I wonder what's gonna happen to them June 6th. Like,
bro, I was just.
Are y'all gonna fall off the face of the earth?
No, they're just gonna move the goalpost back again. That's all it is. They're just gonna keep moving the goal. They've been saying the hammer was coming down for about 18 months now, and they just keep moving it back.
I seen some shit where Buddy said we haven't been wrong the whole time. I was like, oh, that's
yeah, they're wilding, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
They're wilding just a little bit. All right, so here we go. Spiro's failed attempts at relevance. Grok says Jed Tigers Juck calls out Spiro Like, why they call him Jed, bro? The Spiro Avenue Show, a Detroit sports podcast for digging up and editing Jed's old posts criticizing Americans as mental, possibly tied to U.S. tragedies to discredit him after Jed's popular Detroit Tigers trip post-game traction. Spiro, a 38-year-old podcaster, is portrayed as jealous and obsessive, spending significant effort and money on a podcast setup that struggles for viewership, highlighting a organic fan engagement in Spiro's failed. Hold on. All right. Here we go. Spiro's failed attempts at relevance. The feud reflects a broader tension in sports fan communities where authenticity and local loyalty, Jed, a British Tigers fan embraced by Detroit, clash with perceived inauthenticity, Spiro's manufactured content, a dynamic often seen in niche online fandoms.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Maze, if you really think about it, bro, like like I said, we're head to head with Ohio State. But where does Michigan State have to look? They suck at football. This year in basketball, they're gonna be ass.
Listen, if it's one thing I can give Spiro credit for, is he understands the plight of the Michigan State program. He understands that they're trash and that they're going to stay trash for as far as we can see, right?
He understands that the only path to relevancy for Michigan State is through kissing Buckeye ass.
Bro, that's exactly it.
Shout out to this. Y'all agree with this list right here? Top 4 teams in terms of talent.
I haven't, so I don't know their schedules like off the top of my head, but just based on talent, I gotta imagine that there's not a game on their schedule that's not winnable.
So, okay. Let's talk about this one right here. Ohio State and Penn State are both on this list. They're going to play each other. Obviously, Michigan and Ohio State are going to play each other too. But let's talk about this Ohio State and Penn State. Now
the Jim Knowles revenge game.
It could be that, or it could be another case of James Franklin getting habitually stuffed in a locker by Ryan Day and Ohio State.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
which is more likely.
That game, bro. I still don't think they win that game.
I mean,
see,
look, bro, you can't save James Franklin, dog.
So here, I said this before. I think James Franklin is a head coach that is dependent on his coordinators. And if you're telling me to pick between Brian Hartline and Andy Kotelnicki, I'm taking Andy Kotelnicki. If you ask me to pick between Matt Patricia and Jim Knowles, I'm taking Jim Knowles.
Of course, but we've been down this road before, bro. When they had Saquon Barkley, had this stacked ass team, and they were up multiple scores against Ohio State, bro. And James Franklin found a way to piss it away. They were the better team, and they pissed it away. So I'm not putting nothing past Penn State.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's not winnable. I mean, I do think Ryan Day is a better coach than James Franklin. Again, James Franklin
is going to favor
is dependent on his coordinators, and I'm taking Penn State's coordinators.
Of course, I'm taking our coordinators over Ohio State's. Like, I'm taking Penn State's. Like,
and I don't think Brian Hartline's bad.
So let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this thing, and because we got to be honest here, because you're saying that the coordinators for both Michigan and Penn State are better than Ohio State's coordinators, right? And I feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
If I said I feel the same way about our coordinators and Penn State's coordinators being better than Ohio State's coordinators, but let's go here. If Ohio State beats Penn State, if Ohio State beats Michigan, do we then have to give more credit to Ryan Day as the head coach if, as we're saying, his coordinators aren't up to snuff? In terms of being better than those two teams.
I hate him just as much as that, but I'm going to give him credit. If he gets it done with this, look, bro, I think, they've taken a step back in so many areas. Like coordinators, the defensive production, quarterback, I think he's going to take a step back. Look, he is surrounded by elite talent, but still, he doesn't scare me. Running back took a step back. We don't know what their tackle is going to be. I do think their interior takes a step forward, though. I think their offensive line is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, you think they're?
I will say though, while we're on this subject, prayers up for Julian Fleming and what they're going.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely,
that's terrible.
Yeah, I believe his girlfriend lost her life.
Yeah, He was injured, and because imagine that, man, out on an ATV having a good time, and a deer just comes out, and then in a moment.
That's crazy, man.
It sucks. So
yeah. Prayers and our thoughts are with all parties involved in their families, man.
No doubt.
All right, so look, James Franklin has to win eventually, right?
I mean,
theoretically,
James Franklin has to win eventually.
This will be his best team since that 2016 team. 2019.
If Penn State underperforms,
mm-hmm.
Does James Franklin is he still the head coach in 2026?
Dog, I'm firing the shit out of him.
Let's say let's say they go 2-3 losses, and
you can't go 2-3 losses.
2-3, you can't go 2-3 losses.
With that schedule and the team
I'm with Juju if they go 2-3 losses.
I'm not saying if he drops one game, but I'm saying underperforms by a lot.
Oh, then he got to be fired.
Anything less than making it to the championship is underperforming. That team, you were supposed look. Oh, Michigan did it when they returned everyone. Ohio State did it when they returned everyone. This is Penn State's turn.
Yeah, but they missed their biggest piece though. Number 11 is going to be hard to replace.
That's a fact,
bro. But bro, they work clockwork with the number 11. They got another motherfucker in that jersey that looks like the same person.
Right, just like he looked like the dude before him,
bro. They pull these motherfuckers out of a factory.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Don't forget though, one of their great running backs got ran down by a 6'3", 340-pound defensive lineman from behind.
He's fat. He's not even the best running back in that room.
Damn it, man. GT says the same Buckeyes believing and hoping in NCAA are still season ticket holders for Bishop Sycamore.
Hey, Bishop Sycamore was out of Ohio, though, wasn't it?
It was, yo. It was.
Out of Ohio. You hate to see it.
Hey, Ghost says that Brian Hartline apparently was very involved with their offense last year. Was he calling plays, Ghost? Let us know that.
Man, I fucking agree with that.
Yo, no speculation has Michigan losing to Oklahoma and Ohio. Listen, I think that early loss, I'm gonna wait because we're gonna do a prediction show, but that early loss to Oklahoma is that's a possibility. I'm not gonna say it's a strong possibility. If I had to choose right now, I'm not gonna do it, but it's a strong possibility. It's a possibility rather.
Look, Maze, either way, win or lose that game, we need Oklahoma to be good the rest of the season.
That's
man. Fact. All I think we need to just do what they did in the bowl game, what Navy did. They hit with the Marshawn Lynch, just keep running it over and over again.
Is the fan base going to be happy with that, even if it is?
Hey, run through a motherfucker's face. That's
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. We have more than 3 losses this season, bro.
Doreen says she loves Drew Aller. Doreen, let me I don't know if you saw my interview. I did an interview with Drew Aller a couple seasons ago. It's on the channel. You should check it out. It's a short. You should check that out. Good interview. He's a great interview. Shout out to Drew Aller.
Hey, much like Santa Claus, I no longer believe in Drew Aller. After
bro.
After that playoff performance.
I think Aller's good. I just think he's overhyped.
Bro, I was rooting for Penn State, bro. I don't know why I was rooting for Penn State. Because you know why the hell with Notre Dame is why I was rooting for Penn State.
He is a good quarterback, bro. But he's on the top quarterbacks only based off of experience.
Right? Because what he did, that throw he made in that bowl game against Notre Dame is unforgivable. I'll never forgive him for that,
bro.
What was that, bro?
I mean, listen, he's got talent, and I do think he'll play on Sundays. I'm not saying Aller's bad, but he's like the amount of hype he's getting, I don't think he's earned it. And like people okay, so like in the chat, Doreen said he didn't have weapons. He had weapons. He just didn't use them. He had Tyler Warren. He had Julian Fleming and like 2 other receivers that all transferred out. He had 2 running backs that are supposedly the best running back room in the Big Ten. What do you mean he didn't have weapons?
No, I mean,
running backs were there.
Well, yeah, the tight end was unguardable last year, especially the way they used him, right? They used him a bunch of different
was it, bro. Like ways. The system was tailor-made for a tight end.
Absolutely. So I'll give you that. But Dallas fan says Penn State is in special overhype for returning production that beat nobody. Here's the thing. They took y'all. They should have beat y'all. Let's be honest here. They should have beaten Notre Dame. Like, and for as much as we gave them crap for losing that game to Ohio State, they didn't let that get out of hand. And they didn't let Oregon get away from them either. Every time I thought Oregon was about to open that thing up, they came back and made a play.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I think, like, generally, I watched that game back over 3 times, bro.
Yeah.
In the Natty, I really seriously think Ohio State got conservative. Like,
and that may be true.
They were beat. Look, Notre Dame thought they were coming in the game run man, so quickly they exploited the shit out of that, and then they tried to go zone, but figured out.
You talking about the Notre Dame game against Ohio State?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about Penn State.
Oh no, I'm talking.
Like, he's saying Penn State's overhyped, and I'm saying that they should have beaten Notre Dame.
Into them, I don't think that they should have been there.
I got you. Yeah,
because look, they quickly figured out that all that man shit. Oh, you can't run that. So then they try to switch the zone for a good portion of that game, and they don't have the dogs up front. They're undersized, and only a certain amount of teams that can play Ohio State a 2 shell. That's Michigan and Texas. The whole year last year, we gave them the most problems.
Right.
What's the over/under on Dallas fan in DC actually showing up after this season? Because I think Notre Dame is about to fall off hard.
100%. He'll be here because he's too not smart enough not to show back up.
Bro, I don't think
he'll be right here saying how great they're gonna be. The Freeman era is gonna be different from everything we've seen. All the data they've given us.
He should, bro. They're independent with the weakest schedule every year.
Bro, you're preaching to the choir.
Pull up their 2025 schedule. It's
they
nuts,
have the
dude.
easiest path to the best seed to make it to the championship game.
I mean, but they can only be 4. They can only. What's the highest they can be? They can't get one of those first 4 spots, right?
No, they can now.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
without a conference tank, who allowed that?
Like, bro, schedule some Big Ten games, bro. Quit fucking around with that.
Hey, join the Big Ten, bro. How about that? But they wouldn't do that
because they only had.
They too busy fuck around the ACC and the FCS.
Right, here we go. This is their schedule. They start off with Miami. All right, at Notre Dame. Or no, this is at Miami, right? This is at Miami.
Miami's gonna have a good ass offensive line, bro.
Miami's gonna have a well-paid team. That's all I'm saying about Miami.
I don't know how healthy.
What are they gonna be blocking for, though?
I don't know how healthy Bro's gonna be, though. They
got
they got old boy from Georgia. I don't know how healthy.
Yeah. Every team on their schedule is in a down year.
Texas A&M might
do they play that game?
Texas A&M might beat them, bro.
Do they play it on the road or home?
That's at home. Texas A&M.
Miami's on the road. A&M's
Miami's on the road, but Texas. Which, by the way, Miami playing a road game at Miami is like worse than playing at a neutral site. It's like ghost in that stadium, bro. Casper and all the rest
that's
of the
like
ghosts
going to play at USC, bro.
It's terrible, bro. What are we doing? In fact, I expect, and they better. In fact, Notre Dame should outnumber the Miami fans in this game. It's crazy.
But seriously, look at that schedule. Tell me what team on there that's not in a down year.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I think Texas A&M is going to be better than they were last year.
You think so?
I do. I think Texas A&M can beat them. Now, granted,
bro, I think that NC State game is always going to be sneaky. They're always a sneaky team, bro.
It is. At Arkansas isn't going to be easy for them.
It's Arkansas.
It is, and
we stole their best 2 players.
They should win that game, but I'm saying it's not going to be easy for them.
I think Tevis was one of their best. He didn't even play, bro. TJ Metcalf's a fucking dog, bro.
Nah, he's for real.
Tevis,
I like him a lot.
Okay, we stole 1.5 of their best players.
Yeah.
I do think
the bottom line is Notre Dame should get out of this schedule undefeated. Honestly, they shouldn't lose a game. However,
watch them lose to the non-Ashton Genty Boise State.
Who in the chat thinks Notre Dame is not going to lose a game? not named Dallas fan.
Yeah, that him.
I'm not gonna lie. If they lose a game, I'm laughing, bro. I'm all over Twitter with it, bro.
I can't take them serious as a program, bro.
Bro,
as a staff, record label, and as a mother crew.
Bro, the way we talking about our team, they should see some losses on that schedule. They shouldn't have the confidence that we have. They should definitely see some L's on that schedule.
We are going undefeated. Stop wasting our time.
You should with that schedule, but you won't.
Hey, yo, if y'all lose week one, first of all, if y'all lose week one,
they should have went undefeated last year, lost to Northern Illinois.
He said it's Northern Illinois on the schedule.
Right. Who's going to be NIU this year? Because y'all should have went undefeated last year, should go this year. Right?
Here's the thing, man.
They backed out of that rivalry, too, because they were afraid of losing, just like they did with us.
Yeah, here's the thing, bro.
USC as well.
If y'all lose week one at that away home game, then I don't want to ever hear. I want you to come up here, actually get on, not just in the chat. You got to come on live and apologize to us for all the nonsense you say in these chats.
Right.
If y'all lose week one, that's what you got to do.
I do think that game's going to be decently close. Like I said, bro, I would be disappointed if Miami's offensive line doesn't put in work because they're supposed to be very damn good.
You think Miami wins the ACC?
I
think Clemson is back.
No, Clemson's real. Like, I have them, Penn State, Texas as the three favorites in my opinion.
Okay. So no Georgia.
Wait, who'd you say your three favorites were?
Penn State, Clemson, Texas.
Okay.
Penn State. You did say Penn State.
Penn State,
yeah.
Clemson, Texas.
Yeah,
which means you think Penn State is gonna.
Okay.
It would be dumb for me not to because what they have just based on paper and in their schedule, the only loss that they should have is at Ohio State if they lose.
So here's a question, Juju. If you were going to put money on it, would you take those three teams or the field to win the Natty?
It's crazy, bro.
It's so tough because there's no clear-cut team, and it won't be with NIL. But
if you were going to put down $100 today, you taking those three teams or the field?
That's so tough, bro.
Those three? To what? Win the championship?
Yep.
Oh, I'm taking the field.
Yeah, give me the field too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kiyoki in the chat.
They're just my favorites, bro.
Shout out to Kiyoki.
There is no clear cut, so I'm gonna have to take the field.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the field.
Yeah.
Losing week one doesn't hurt Notre Dame. Miami should roll their schedule. Listen, you just told us you were going undefeated, and we were wasting your time.
Right.
Make up your mind, sir. Are you going undefeated? And if so, stand on that business.
He thought they were going undefeated, then he remembered Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Kiyoki, shout out to my guy.
Hey, for Kiyoki, Micah was the topic of discussion in a positive way with Trevor McHugh and Aiden Sen on the show a few days ago. You should look it up.
Very nice.
Him and he got always, bro. Yo, I know Amazing gonna like this, bro. They talking about Jasper Parker like he's fucking.
What I told you. What I told y'all.
Bro, I love Jasper.
But our running back room is gonna be in such.
It's gonna be nasty.
It already is. What do you mean gonna be?
Yeah.
Well,
no, I'm saying like
I'm talking about this year.
Look. In my opinion, we still lead for Hyder. Big recruitment. We land him or Amari, like and we get Jasper next year.
Imagine with what we've got, and if we were to get those two, what? Oh my god! Because both Marshall and Haynes still got a year too after this, right?
Well, I think
this is just my belief.
Haynes has a good year, he's out of there.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right. I mean, obviously, if they get a good draft projection, but I'm saying, but they have eligibility if they wanted to come back.
Right.
No, of course. That's why I actually have the opposite because I think that it's going to be so close in carries, and Justice Haynes haven't had a real year to show him. So having 1 year and then going to the draft, I think that's a little bit risky in my opinion. So we might get him for 2 years. I'm not saying it's going to happen depending on his year.
If we get him for 2 years, people are leaving, bro.
Yeah.
Look, hey, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like having them too, I'm okay with it. Like
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with that shit.
All right, here we go. We are going undefeated, and we are still going to the CFB playoffs with you on the couch. Ooh, talking spicy in here.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Just remember. When Notre Dame loses and misses the playoffs, Mays knows where you are. You can't hide like Pearson did.
Bro, if Notre Dame misses these playoffs with that schedule,
if we match up in the playoffs, bro, I would love to play Notre Dame in the playoffs. Give me Notre Dame in the
everybody
playoffs.
wants to play Notre Dame.
Wink would destroy Notre Dame.
So give our freshman time to bro.
Listen, I'm not even going front. Notre Dame is coming into this season with the projected best running back in the country, right?
Of course.
All right. I'm not going front like Love isn't real.
No,
right?
He's a real deal.
Although Ohio State put that man in the cuffs, but whatever.
I'll take our room over Notre Dame's running back room.
Well, I'll take the room for sure. I'll take Michigan's room over Notre Dame's room 1,000%. But he's better than everybody.
Yeah.
He's at least on paper, right? And from what we've seen, he's explosive. He can go 90 yards. If given the opportunity.
That boy, motherfucker.
Yeah. Now,
wait, who is their quarterback?
Thank
you.
Well,
they just got rid of peanut butter and jelly, so
is going to be the quarterback. No disrespect to CJ Carr.
Wait. I think
no. It's all disrespect to
and
CJ
I think
Carr.
he was on the realm. I think he was on the realm of saying CJ was better than Bryce.
Who said that?
I think Michael said that. Like
he did. No, he has. He said it in your server.
Look,
I know you don't pay attention to your server. But he said it.
Step up to the front again, man. Come back. Spin the block.
Look, I went to the fucking game that him and Bryce played. I went to that game. That man is not that, bro.
Post the AA number, bro. Or NA. Because this man
listen
all
to me.
Respect to CJ Carr. I think he's going to be a decent quarterback, but he is not even in the same room.
Listen, no disrespect, respectfully. But disrespectfully, bro, CJ Carr can't hold Bryce's. Didn't Bryce destroy CJ Carr in the Michigan State playoffs?
That's what he's talking about.
That's what I'm talking. I was at that game.
Oh, okay,
bro. Yeah. I was going sideline to sideline, and that boy CJ Carr was bro. It looks
different. It looks different, bro. Hey, CJ Carr, whose grandfather's a legend, Michigan legend, no doubt about it.
Hey, shout out to Coach Carr.
Shout out to Coach Carr. But he dropped the first of all, he dropped the ball with this one, Lloyd. You dropped the ball. But no, all right.
Well, I mean, if he really wanted to be developed,
I think he's gonna be.
He shouldn't have went to Notre Dame.
Look, I think he's gonna be a decent quarterback. Bro, he's not even half of physically developed as Bryce is right now. His arm is not better. He doesn't run better than Bryce. What the fuck are we talking?
He does nothing better than Bryce Underwood.
So here's the thing. I just put the Maze Madman Discord in the chat. If you think that Dallas fan is on some BS and want to set him straight, hit the link. Let him know in the chat.
I got a question for Dallas fan though, and this is only semi-trolling. But at what point do
what?
hey, screenshot that so we can revisit it later this year. Put that back up and screenshot it. I'm gonna screenshot that and put it in the Discord.
The one thing I'm gonna say is like year one, I think CJ's gonna have better weapons on the outside than we do. I think that's a fact. But it's going to show, bro. It is going to show on the field. You were not in the same stratosphere as this man, bro.
No, I'm saying if you're a Notre Dame fan, though, if you don't win this year, at what point do you just give up? Because the last time y'all won a national championship, Paul Abdul was on the chart.
Hey, bro.
No, for real.
And isn't it sad that Notre Dame had to hire a Buckeye in order to even compete with Michigan?
That's insane, bro.
This man said he's gonna make that guy look like Shea Patterson, who we don't mention on this show, by the way. You know that we don't talk about Shea on this channel.
I mean, let's really talk about it.
You know who we should talk about? You know who we should talk about that Notre Dame fans love? Tate Forcier.
Oh,
bro, if Notre Dame is in the Big Ten, bro, they have 3 losses,
bro.
Easy.
Let's talk about Jimmy Clausen.
Wasn't there some kind of storyline that happened with Tate Forcier and Notre Dame? Someone remind me.
Oh, was he supposed to go there?
No.
Oh,
he went there as Michigan's starting quarterback.
Oh, the touchdown pass at the end.
Look.
Which, by the way, people thought Tate Forcier was going to be him too.
Bro, I thought Tate Forcier was going to be great after
I
that
can't
Notre
believe,
Dame.
bro. I'm still stuck on that.
After that Notre Dame game, man, I was all in on
bro,
him.
man, bro. I can't believe he's doubling down on this shit. This man is doubling down on CJ
Carr,
bro.
Hey, yo, that's great, bro. This is great.
He's doubling down.
Click the link for the Discord. I put in the chat. Get on the Discord and tell them what you think.
Garrison, don't. First of all, Garrison, you can't be on this train too. You think CJ Carr is
what the hell is he talking about, bro? Yo, Garrison, know better, bro.
Bro, of course he thinks CJ Carr is better than Bryce. He thinks that Tavian St. Clair is better than Bryce.
Didn't Shea Patterson beat Notre Dame? Yeah, he did. Listen,
they played on the field, bro. It's not even close.
Hold on. No, Shea Patterson got killed in that game, didn't he? No, that was
he's talking about Bryce and CJ.
When they played in high school, like I know you can't. They probably had the better team, but like you can see arm strength, athleticism, decision making. It's not close.
It's not close. It's all good though. It's all good.
Right, let that be the last time we mention PGA Shea. All right.
Thank you.
Like I said, I don't respect the CJ Carr. I think he's gonna be decent, bro, but you can't put him in that conversation, bro.
CJ Carr gonna be another one of these quarterbacks at Notre Dame. That,
hey, Maze. If I share my screen with clips from that game, is that gonna get us a copyright?
Yeah, it probably is. We're probably gonna get hit.
Oh, that game, but that defense was clowning CJ, bro.
That's the which game are you talking about?
The high school game. In high school,
the high school
when
game.
Where
you get this from?
I got it on YouTube right now.
Like they were
Go ahead, put it up. Let's put it up.
You had their third rotations in playing.
He said, no, I mean just wait and see.
I have not watched this yet, so I don't know exactly what it is.
Bro, yeah, we can wait to see what they look like, bro. You can't deny that he is a better talent.
This the game you were at, Juju?
Yeah, I was at this game, bro.
Look, that's a man right there,
bro. That man had the Goku afro out.
Yeah, bro, this is one of the biggest games that year in Michigan, like for high school football.
Right. And this is sophomore year or junior year.
Shit out of him, bro.
Look at that. That's gross. That's nice. That's nasty.
This man, bro, I remember that this man Bryce was eating candy on the sideline.
No, he wasn't.
Wait, is that CJ number 11?
Huh?
Was that CJ number 11 that just fell down?
Yeah, that's CJ. But I'd say they were talking crazy.
That's disrespectful, man.
Like I said, they had the better team.
Here we go.
This
is
13. Okay, 13.
Okay, CJ.
Hey, was Elijah in this game?
Hey, 5 is a big boy.
What number did Dotson wear?
11.
Nah, Dotson wasn't here. Dotson wasn't. He was at
11 is the next year. He wasn't. He transferred in the following year.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the running back the linebacker we had that transferred to Missouri was here.
Jeremiah Beasley, you talking about?
Yeah, Beasley's here.
Dog. He's a dog, bro.
Hey, I don't like him right now. I just had a
Boy, I thought he went to Kentucky.
Nah, he went to
Mizzou.
Missouri, yeah.
He traded one block M for another.
Right.
I don't blame him, bro.
And by the way, they need to stop using our block M, bro.
For real.
Hey, no. Hey, when they had that bowl game against Ohio State,
yeah, that's
and like the next game after we just beat them, and they came out with a block M on their helmet that they hadn't worn in like 15 years. That was the troll job from oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
And then they beat them so bad.
Yeah, Ohio State should be ashamed of themselves for that.
I remember the start of this game.
Is it Saline or Celine? You Michigan people, let me know what it is.
Before Bryce committed, bro.
I personally say Celine. Saline is for contact solution.
Right.
I thought it was Celine too, but you got me wondering now.
It's Saline.
It's Saline.
I think at this time in the game,
I definitely when I was up there, I was saying Celine. Nobody
he probably was.
But I was still going to see, bro. This is the best.
Look at Bryce right there.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This is the best product Michigan probably gonna put out.
Yeah, bro. Hey, this is a different. It's levels to this Dallas fan.
And it's like, Maze, I want to bring up something. Like, I know college is different.
Yeah.
But like this man, Bryce, is a year younger than everyone. And like I know it's gonna take him a few times to get hit and shit. But like this man was playing 18-year-olds as a 14-year-old.
Bro, you want to know something crazy?
All right, it's Celine. All right.
You want to know something crazy? Our 2025 or 2026 commit or whatever class he's in, Smeagol, is older than Bryce.
He is. Yeah. Well, he's older than everybody on the team,
bro. I think the staff has done an excellent, especially under Chip. Bro, I'm so excited for these because, bro, both of these quarterbacks are more polished as passers than JJ was, bro. They're more.
Harrison said, "I'm from Michigan. I know how to say it." Is it Saline or Celine?
I don't know. I was gone out of Michigan for over 20 years. I don't know.
Bro, I said Celine when I was there. Nobody ever corrected me, so I'm gonna stick with Celine.
The more I watch that Brady kid, the more I like get excited for him.
Yeah, no.
I mean, he's got a really high floor. Like, he's not going to be bad.
Yeah, he's a high floor, low ceiling quarterback.
Right.
If we have to go with him as a bridge between Bryce and whoever else, we'll be just fine.
Absolutely.
I don't even think he's a bridge, bro. I think he's good enough to win.
No, I'm saying, but at the worst, he's a bridge, and we'll be just fine with it.
Oh yeah, he's bro. That is the definition of throw you open. He's a throw you open type quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. He is an anticipation guy too. I like it, and he can layer the football. He's good.
Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. These some big kids, bro.
Yeah, like, bro. I was also at the game with him. And,
massive, bro.
Bro, you should have. I was
Celine. We gotta. We get it. It's Celine.
I'm just saying
they in the chat arguing about it, and they both saying the same thing.
Exactly, bro. Our Garrison's like, I'm from Michigan. I get it. I'm from Michigan. I get it.
I'm just saying, looking at this game looks like a JUCO game. This don't look like a high school game.
Celine, like Titanic, like yes.
This game came straight off the Last Chance U.
Yeah, for real. They look like they're down there in Mississippi, bro.
Hey,
yes, Garrison. I said I think he could be the best Michigan product ever.
Yeah,
who is this little 5'2" running back?
Bro, that boy, he tough. He was better than Jeremiah.
That's the linebacker we supposed to have, ain't it? That wasn't Beasley.
No, Beasley's one.
Okay,
I'm about to say no.
Beasley was a 6'1" running back, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
This dude looked like he 5'2".
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at your man. Look at your man, Dallas fan. Okay,
all that running to throw it 3 yards.
You completed that. All right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The only person I seen that was looked like bright, like developed as fuck was Nick Marsh, bro.
Look, he just sacked CJ Carr by pulling his pants down.
Yo, Nick Marsh.
That game between Nick Marsh and Bryce was, bro, that was a movie.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's who I'm talking about. Number 2, little running back. He's short as hell.
Where Nick went? River Rouge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that team was not. He was their team. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Lichback says, "I'm a true Michigander, unlike Garrison, the traitor."
Hey, who's a bigger traitor, Garrison or Burks?
I ain't gonna lie. It's gotta be
Burks at this
point. Because Burks ain't loyal to his. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can truth tell all you want.
We're not talking about Burks on this channel, bro. I've mentioned this name 3 times. I don't want to mention it again.
All right.
Then again, like, Garrison has had loyalty issues his whole time.
Here's all I'm gonna say, Mace. Here's all I'm gonna say. If I got a problem with you, I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna handle it with you. I'm not gonna go on to another podcast behind your back talking a bunch of trash and then avoid you and dodge you like I'm scared. I'm not doing that. And anyone that does do that,
Garrison gonna love that one, bro.
But again, bro, I'm not even. It's not a big deal because it's not like, you know, it's whatever. I don't want to give it any light, man.
I guess that's not the running back. That's a receiver. Number 2's a receiver, not a running back. But look at him. Look at him go. Who is that kid?
Who are you talking about?
Number 2 right there. Who is that? I thought he was a running back, but he's a receiver.
Oh, he already graduated.
But I mean, I'm saying, who is he? Dude looks like a munchkin, but out there.
Good, bro. Number 6, bro. That Charles kid.
Hey, I knew he was gonna bring this up.
Hey, so
the best and brightest from Ohio have always chosen Michigan.
Thank you. That's a fact. I knew he couldn't wait to say this in all caps. Get out of here, bro.
Garrison, you are in our chat right now, though, so that's a little bit suspect,
bro. Phil is a traitor. I'm no traitor. I was never on board.
No. Like I said, the best and brightest from Ohio have always chosen Michigan because they're the smartest ones in the state.
Bro,
we can list all. We can have a top 500.
I love they brought this up. You're right, bro. The competition is different. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to bring up like Tavion St. Clair's competition? He played in one of the worst. He played in one of the worst conferences in Ohio, bro.
Wow. Chris Spillman would have been a Wolverine if his dad wasn't such a jerk.
He said Michigan high school athletic.
Michigan State is getting better, but it's not. But you can tell, bro.
You see how many NFLers come from Michigan, bro?
Yeah,
and y'all saying it's a weak product?
It's literally looked at as one of the hotbeds of talent in the country.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, the Detroit area is.
Well, Detroit,
in the NFL.
Yeah.
Well, Detroit's in Michigan, is it not?
No, but yes, Detroit is concentrated though, and it's like a few kids every year.
I don't care about look competition. This man had 40+ offers, bro. He's clear cut the best player in the country.
Bro, if you
had a pleasure to see him live, bro, man, that boy is different.
It's funny as hell to me, like the watching Buckeyes trash Bryce's high school record and ignoring Tavion St. Clair's.
Bring me up, Phil. Come on up.
The link's in the chat.
Yeah, man. It's a fresh.
You can come on here and enjoy some Bryce Underwood highlights with us.
Yeah, enjoy these fresh Bryce Underwood highlights.
Dude, I wish I would have been at this game. This game's crazy.
By the way, we're Dallas fan. He disappeared when we start playing the game.
I was at the Howell game too when they lost that game.
All right, let's drop this down. All right, we've seen enough. Bryce is obviously the superior player.
The Howell game was heartbreaking. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Hey Garrison, did you see that? Did you see my thing earlier when I said that truly elite programs play night games?
Yeah, I know. I saw that. TJ said the same thing to me earlier.
He said what?
He said the same thing to me earlier. Real quick question. West Quad.
Yep.
Where did you play high school ball at?
Georgia.
Juju, what state did you play high school ball in?
The Mitt.
Well, where'd you go to high school?
It was Division 8. Small town Decatur.
Are you from Decatur?
His games were on the Ocho.
You from Decatur?
Yeah, boy.
His games were on the Ocho.
So, all right. So then, like you and like I don't know if you guys play, but like, did you play ball?
Tennessee,
you're from Ohio.
Tennessee, Nashville.
I played in Ohio.
Nashville area.
So as
Franklin, Brentwood.
So we got West Quad here, who's from the state of Georgia, and we got Jew here who played D8 football in the state of Michigan. So I played D4 football in the state of Michigan. I'm also someone who covers I cover high school football in the state of Michigan. I am the resident person who can sit here and say, as much as I love NCAA football, it is a weak product compared to other states.
How does it compare to Tavion St. Clair's competition?
No, but so I heard you guys say that.
Wait, what you mean?
No, but I heard you guys say that, and I'm someone who's talked about the competition that he has played there in Ohio. It's specifically in his own conference. That's what you mean to talk about, because when he got to the playoffs, they play harder teams, and they got beat down as his team should have, because if you've seen his team, it looks like a bunch of middle schoolers and then Tavion. So that no one's arguing that. No Ohio fan argues that. So bringing that up is just a moot point to me. The point is that the state of Michigan as a whole in football is not that good. It's not that great. It's not close to Ohio. But then again, none of the Midwest schools are close to Ohio when it comes to high school football.
Of course, it's probably top 5 states in there.
Yeah, exactly. So like that's what I'm saying, dude. So like, the state of Michigan's had NFL players come out of it. Like when Juju said he's probably the best player to come out of the state of Michigan. I mean, out of my eyes, I'm maybe a little biased. I'm always going to tell you David Harris. That's who I saw. I'm also someone who got to see Ronald Johnson play at Muskegon before he went to USC.
Oh my God!
What did I just see him on? I just saw Ronald Johnson on something.
That boy Ronald was.
Man, he was different, wasn't he?
Hey, hold on. I barely remember Ronald Johnson, but like I just saw him.
Ron John.
I just saw him on as a a co-host on a NFL podcast or something.
Hey Garrison, bro, you better put some respect on it.
And then maybe some of y'all didn't get to see. I mean, you should have been able to. I got to see it live. I saw Kevin Grady. I saw what that looked like live in high school. That was different,
bro.
So, and you saying those guys are better than Bryce
in high school?
Yeah.
I'm not telling. I'm not making that.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like for guys like you, it may be hard to say because you're not from the area and you didn't see some of these other dudes play. But like I saw what David Harris is doing at Ottawa Hills. I saw what Kevin Grady was doing, beating every single state record rush for 3,000, almost 4,000 yards.
Garrison, I'm from Michigan, bro.
No, but you didn't get to see these dudes live,
bro.
I saw Bryce live 4 times. I've also seen these other guys. I saw Ronald Johnson at Muskegon, the best football program in the state of Michigan.
Wait, hold on. How old are you, Garrison?
I'm 32.
32, bro. We're not that far. I'm 26.
Did you watch these dudes live?
Not all of them, no.
And that's what I'm saying. I've seen who you've seen live. That Ronald Johnson, bro. Like, I don't think you remember who Ronald Johnson was, and like,
bro, I don't remember. He was that dude, bro. That's why I didn't say he was the best. I said he could be the best product.
Now, if you would say quarterback, I would say maybe so. The best quarterback I've ever seen play live in high school, I mean, outside of Bryce, is probably Keith Nickel,
not CJ Carr.
No,
definitely not CJ Carr.
No, I mean, people. I mean, do you guys remember who you guys know? Who Keith Nickel?
Yeah,
is, right?
Michigan State.
Yeah, I know Keith.
So before he went to Michigan State, do you know who he was before that?
What was that?
He was a lot of people forget this. Keith Nickel, who went to Lowell High School.
Was he at Lowell?
Yeah, but he was the top 10 quarterback in the nation. Went to Oklahoma. Who beat him out?
Right,
Sam Bradford.
That's right.
Goes, don't be disrespectful.
Hey,
he was aight.
Garrison, you better put some respect on Division 8, bro. People make it to college out there in Division 8, bro.
Yeah, man. Y'all play for Northern Michigan?
Yo, sorry.
Put some respect on Division 8, bro. We make it to college out that way, too.
Y'all get to play those youthers.
Garrison,
you shut your mouth for a second. Kyoki Kapana just entered the room. How you feeling, sir?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, Kyoki?
Yes, sir.
I will not pretend to be any part of you guys' argument because my wife wants to say hello real quick.
Hello. Hello, Mrs. Kapana.
I just waved. My camera not even on.
Right. Me too.
Westbot over there waving with his camera off.
Me too. So she got waved.
Wait. His son's the running back, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
They had that they had that ridiculous yards per carry like his junior year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was like 1,000 yards a carry. What was that?
1,000 yards a carry.
It was 1,000 yards on 71 carries, I think.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's
bro, for the limited carries he got, that is insane, bro. Bishop Gorman.
That is video game numbers,
bro.
I'm waiting for him to put on a shirt, but I just want to show you guys Kinetic.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Let's talk about that. Kinetic. Go ahead.
Kyoki's gonna he got a Micah Kapana jersey. I believe he got it signed by Micah, and is gonna send it up here so that we can raffle it off to go towards my GoFundMe and help me keep bills paid for my mother and I. So nothing but absolute love and gratitude to the Kapana family from me.
I appreciate that. If anybody's so we were trying to get up there and go to the spring game, and we ran into some hurdles with my son couldn't get off, and I can't make that drive with 28 hours and take care of my wife at the same time. So Kinetic graciously volunteered to help us, and it really meant a lot. He didn't ask for anything. He just said, "Hey man, if you can get me there, it meant a lot to me." So when I seen he needed help, this was the best way that I thought that we could help contribute to it. So
100%, man. I can't tell you how thankful I am for that. And I'm such a huge fan of Micah's. Hey,
he looked good.
Yeah,
there we go.
He's pretty shy, but I'll let him.
I appreciate you, Micah, man. Thank you.
Of course, man. I appreciate you for volunteering to help my parents. It means a lot.
100%, man.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Go Blue.
Surprise guest appearance.
So
Mike is awesome, man.
So he leaves tomorrow, but I got that signed. We'll get it back to you, Kinetic, and you guys can figure out however to make that work.
Okay.
I am no expert. I will say that my stepdad graduated from Ohio State. However,
man.
no, it's okay. Since last season, he cheers for us, but he still goes to that one. He cheers for us, but he still goes to the one game that alumni get to go to for Ohio State. So it is what it is. Yeah. But we love you guys, man. I appreciate you, and I'm not going to keep you guys on, but Mike's throw him on Shaka. You guys want to keep him in your travel blessings tomorrow, please.
Sir, absolutely.
Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, and that thing is will be on the way to you.
Hey, Micah, what's your rating on the new game?
Oh, here you go.
Oh, I don't know just yet. They wouldn't even allow us to sign up.
It should be 99.
What do you think? What do you think it's going to be? Give us a prediction. What do you think it should be?
Now that speed should be 99.
Yeah,
for sure.
At least a 90.
There we go.
Okay.
Forget me humble.
I have heard he's fast in the game though, but I mean it is just a game.
Let's go.
Hey, I got a question for what his weight. What is he? Because we noticed he beefed up a lot from last season. I'm interested to see his weight.
I'll let him tell you. He went over to see my wife real quick.
I'm almost 200 now.
Nice.
198 around there.
Yeah, but the part he's leaving out is he sweats off like 5 to 7 pounds of practice.
Hey, if I can ask him one more question. So we got the sound clip. We all heard the sound clip of Samaj talking about how he's being used better in the new offense. What does Micah think of Chip Lindsey's offense compared to what Kirk Campbell was doing?
I like his offense. It's a lot more spread out, and he's looking to open up the pass game a lot more.
There we go.
Let's go.
I think that'll allow the run game to
return. Do you feel like he understands your talent and where you fit into it real well?
Yeah, he's getting a good feel for the whole team, and I think this spring ball really showed it. During the draft, he he just did a good job for the draft team. I'll just keep it at that.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
And you guys don't get nothing from me, so this is we're gonna keep this top secret.
I just want to see this man on kick return, please, bro.
Absolutely, man.
Listen, you guys have a great evening, man. Respect.
Yes, sir.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Love you guys, man. Take care.
You know it.
Love you, Kioki. Take it easy, man.
Hey,
that's awesome.
How about that, man? Improv only on the Maze Madman channel.
And you were late to your own show today.
Player interviews with their parents. Raffles all in one. In a 10-minute span, we got a raffle, we got a Michigan player interview, and his parents. Shout out to that, man.
Yeah, and shout out to that. Shout out to TJ too. He just got on Pile. He just got an interview with him. I know you had him on too, didn't you, Maze?
Absolutely. He's a great interview. He's a great kid.
I think
he's a 3-star right now that will soon be a 4-star. Trust me, he's
that kid is
people all around the country. Shout out to Goge and no shout out to Goge at the same time. Bryce is not I. All right.
Say I. This man donated $20.
Show some respect.
How's he gonna say it's reading puppy when the dude had 1,000 yards on 72 carries?
Come on, man.
Only don't tell me you're innocent. Because it insults my intelligence. It makes me...
Hey, don't ever go against the family.
Shout out to Bishop Gorman. Their offensive line was ridiculous those years too.
It was, man. 71. Do the quick math real quick. 71.
Yeah, he's the backup running back.
1,000 yards.
Bro,
was it exactly 1,000 or what was it he said that he said it
nah,
was?
it was probably a little over 1,000. But
bro, Bishop Gorman is the Oregon of high school. They never wear the same thing twice. No, for real. I'm not joking. Like they honestly do not wear that. Look, that UFC money, bro.
Crazy. Hey, listen, man.
That's an average of just barely under 15 yards per carry.
You know how ridiculous that is.
14.78 yards per carry.
Who were they playing? Talk about competition. They must have been playing Garrison at his age now, bro.
No, please get this man on kickoff and punt return, bro.
Bishop Gorman always play like a tough national schedule, and
they
then,
do, yeah.
But nobody in Nevada got nothing for him.
Shout out to that,
nobody in that state has anything for Bishop Gorman.
Hey, Goes, you show some goddamn respect. Goddamn it. Anyway, listen, man,
he gonna say that when Micah and his mom was on here.
Right.
It's just disrespectful, man.
We've been on a long time. We are cutting into other shows. I didn't expect to be on this long.
Garrison, you wonder why you get flag plants? Comments like that is why you get flag plants, all right?
Oh, by the way, I got to ask Jaden Powell a few questions. Actually, you're a really high character man.
You know? You called in. You called in over there.
On TJ and
bro.
Johnny?
Look like a lot of Michigan fans are afraid to talk to him. But I jumped in there, got to ask him 4 questions. Asked him about.
I don't want you talking to. our players.
That kid is a fucking dog.
No, I asked him. Just what he's added to his game this upcoming year.
Yeah.
I talked about because I've noticed that he's good at high pointing balls. So I asked him if that's natural or something he has to work on.
I call him head tapping JP, by the way.
Yeah.
And that boy's a route runner.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did laugh. And I did get to ask him, what's his message to the Ohio State fans. But no, he gave a really respectful answer about just understanding the rivalry. And I like I said, I like him. Yeah. But I did think it was funny when I couldn't help myself. I had to like tip my mic off because I was laughing so hard when he said Sharon Moore gave him the nickname Big Smile Pal. I just
wait. What did he give him?
Big Smile Pile. I just said, look, man.
That's crazy.
First of all, Sharon Moore's they call RG3 a cornball. Sharon Moore.
Watch your mouth.
Cornball 2-0 against y'all.
Right.
Garrison. Hey, Westclaw, you from Georgia, dog? Come on,
Garrison. I want your thoughts on this. What do you think of what?
You're cornball.
Are you in agreement with Ohio's taint about this whole conspiracy of EA against Ohio State with the trailers from last year's game and this one?
You know what's funny? So last year, I probably 6-7 months in advance, I lost like a $20 bet to Bryce because he told me who was on the cover. I said, no way. Bryce just so happened to have a person inside.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Bryce knew about this before anybody knew about it, about who was on the cover, that Diamond was going to be on the cover.
Right.
And it's because one of the head guys of EA College Football's game is a huge Michigan fan.
He's got ties.
Yeah, and Bryce had a tie to him. And so I lost that $20. So no, it doesn't surprise me when I see what I see.
Yeah, the first 17-year-old.
I don't know how Denard Robinson of all people. I don't know how many.
Because he was on 14 on the cover of 14. That's
a cover boy. So.
He needs to sit his ass down somewhere. That's what.
But my question is, are you on the whole train of? Like this is BS.
No. I mean, I don't really listen. I don't really care.
He was on there crying about how Bryce was spinning around and breaking a tackle from Kenyatta Jackson.
2 guys in front of everybody else, and one of them's a Buckeye.
Hey, quick question, Kinetic. Is that the same guy that can't put up?
Yes.
145.
Yes.
He need to be in the weight room instead of worrying about what.
Could not do 1 rep at 135.
That's actually embarrassing, but I'm not gonna lie.
By the way, it took everything in me to calm down and like not burst out laughing when you guys said the name Samaj.
Yo,
you're
not gonna disrespect Samaj. Listen.
He's still in his feelings about Samaj's comments that one.
No, Maj is scoring on them this year, bro.
I think Juju could better put a better production than Samaj could.
Garrison, tell me this. What is the win-loss record next to Samaj's name against Ohio State?
Thank you. That's all that matters.
I'm sorry that I'm someone who likes to talk about the game of football as a football player. As a football player, he is someone who has not performed as a football player.
And look, he
is someone that wouldn't even be. He wouldn't be drafted in the UFL right now.
Hey,
look,
the answer is kinetic. The answer to that question is.
I think Westquad's around my age. I think Westquad put a better production than Smosh.
Westquad was at Michigan in '98, bro.
I know. I think he could put a better production.
Look at this right here. Look at this right here.
Decent year, bro.
Yeah, I saw that, and I purposely didn't put it up because it's a ridiculous statement.
Did you just fucking say a higher? You know what?
And by the way,
this is the definition of a
that
step
CJ
bro.
Carr has the same ceiling or a higher ceiling than him. I'm just saying, bro, like, especially for a true freshman. Like, at the end of the day, bro, CJ Carr has been in college. He's been around the system long. He's been on the game.
On the bench.
Yeah.
You can have all that shit. He ain't Bryce Underwood.
Kinetic, that's fine, bro. But I've heard you guys give Michigan players the same excuse.
Yeah.
So we can't use it for one.
How many games? How many? Hold on. How many games has CJ Carr started in college?
You're missing my.
No, how many?
You're missing what I'm saying. You're missing.
How many?
Hold on.
You're missing what I'm saying. I've seen you
How
guys
many?
do the same argument.
Okay, but answer the question. How many games has he started?
Kinetic, bro. I'm not kinetic. I don't have to give an answer that we have the answer to.
Listen,
I'm sitting here saying
is the number the same as the number that Bryce Underwood has started?
Wait. Okay,
bro. You are responding to not understand what I'm saying. At the end of the day, all of us have done this as college football fans. We have given guys that have not touched the field yet the benefit of the doubt simply because they have been around the game longer, technically, than a freshman would have. So, if that's the case, I'm willing to just say, hey, how about we wait to see what CJ Carr looks like? And let's wait to see what a true freshman in college football looks like.
We're not arguing, bro. I'm arguing, bro. The thing is to say right now, if you're going to talk about who's better, which he's doing, so that's why we're talking about. It's not.
I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to say who's better right now. Who's more talented? I think you would say Bryce. Who is better today? I don't think anyone can answer that.
Okay. Let me ask you this: does he have a better arm?
I don't know this to be true right now, because I don't have anything to compare Bryce's arm to. Like
you just saw the clip that we were playing with them both.
Listen to me, Garrison.
Don't ask me a question and interrupt me.
Does CJ Carr have a better arm than TSC?
I don't know. I don't know enough. Bro, again, I have not seen TSC or Bryce Underwood throw against guys trying to knock their head off.
It doesn't, bro. We are talking about right now.
I need you to stop being intellectually dishonest.
I'm not right now. You were asking me to compare Bryce Underwood. I'm not going to put a name on it because you guys are going to be biased if I do. I don't feel comfortable comparing what a kid threw against in high school to a guy who's been in the college game for a year practicing his college teams. I don't think that's apples to apples. I'm willing to wait it out because there's a chance that Bryce Underwood just so happens to be better than CJ Carr by week 1. I just want to see it first. The same way that I'm not going out here saying that Julian Sand is just better than somebody when I had no proof of that.
Wait, you're not saying Julian Sand is better than Bryce Underwood?
I don't know, dude. We don't know anything today.
Wait a minute.
You can point.
No,
hold on, bro.
I can sit here and say I think he is, but I don't know it to be true.
Okay.
Look, we understand where you're going with the college thing, but right now in college and in high school, it is epitome, bro. You can see. I can go back to the JJ conversation, bro. I can go to the JJ conversation.
Okay. If you had the choice of Bryce Underwood or CJ Carr to quarterback your team because you don't have a quarterback, which one would you pick?
I'm picking Bryce.
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Well, this is what it's not so far-fetched to say that you can't have an argument in high school.
That's what Burks are talking about right there. We're talking about.
All right, first of all, we don't mention him on this show. Number one.
Hold on.
Number two, don't ever agree with him.
Hey, I'm about to hop over to the other channel real quick, but I just want to ask Dallas fan in DC a question. Were people wearing Jerry curls the last time you won a national championship?
Yo.
Hold on, bro. I have a question. I'm not letting it.
It's legitimate question.
Activator, active.
Wait. West Quad,
I never had a Jerry curl. Don't
that's crazy.
Before you even think to ask me that, no. I never even had a high top fade, bro. I'm not that.
Come on, man.
But yeah, hey, good show, guys. I'll be back
we need to get off to give some deference to our friends over on Michigan College.
And West Squad, plan on getting the game so you can play.
For sure. So,
Garrison, get the game so you can't duck us next time.
Shout out chat.
Shout out to the chat, man.
Bro, are they even still going over there?
Yeah, they go forever over there. I don't know when they're ever gonna get off, if they're ever gonna get off. But yeah, listen, Juju, tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on.
Well, you can find me on Twitter. I'm _Ju6 when I'm on suspended. You can find me on Twitter. But
what'd you get suspended for?
Did
you buy a recruiter cheeseburger?
Yo.
Bro, they had the outage and I thought it was my account, so I logged out and logged back in. There's like suspicious activity or some shit. So I'm on my burner account though, trolling.
That's crazy. Kinetic, tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on.
Everywhere at Kinetic 615, gaming channel Kinetic 615 plays, and right here on Maze Madman channel.
Absolutely. Find me everywhere at Maze Madman. Monday, we are back at it. Eminem Monday. We got some big things lined up, some big interviews lined up. We just got an impromptu interview tonight. So if you were here and you were lucky enough to see it, shout out to you.
Shout out to Micah, Kioki, and Mama Kapana.
Absolutely. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Be sure to become a member if you haven't already. Until next time, you know the slogan. Stay angry, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. My ratings, they're about to go through the roof.
All right, now I'ma calm down. So I just don't get that all that mace and that lock and all that stuff. I just don't get it. So and how the
oh my God, we're shutting the damn live down.